Wagaju KHALSA, Wagaju KHALSA, the Sikhi and homosexuality talk. We're going to look at Sikhi and see whether Sikhi allows homosexuality or not. So Sikhi is not a homophobic religion, yeah. We don't have hate for nobody, right? But Sikhi has its principles, it's got its code of conduct, and Sikhi sticks by the truth, the true way of living, yeah. So, you know, it's like Sikh is a live and let live religion. Anyone can do what they want in their personal lives. But if you want to be Guru ka Sikh, or Guru Sikh, then you have to go by Gurmat. And we're going to look at what Gurmat is on homosexuality. Get me? So first of all, there's only one truth, there's only one way of Gurmat. Sikhi ain't got no room for views. For example, there could be two Amritari Bibbies, yeah? One Amritari Bibbi lives by Gurmat and she keeps her eyebrows, right? And there's the next Bibbi, she probably thinks, okay, in my view, in today's society, women ain't meant to have big eyebrows. Let me just trim them a bit, but I'm still Amritari, I'm still living the life of Gurmat. We know that the Bibbi that trims ain't living the lifestyle of a Gurmat. So that's what's happening these days. A lot of people are justifying Sikhi, bending Sikhi to suit their own life. You get me? You're either into Sikhi or you're not. You're either religious or you're not. I got family that eat meat, drink. They know it's condemned in a religion. They say, look, I'm not practicing Sikh. I know it's condemned in religion, but boy, these are my downfalls. But what the problem we're having now is though Amritari Sikhs, a lot of people get into Sikhi, they don't want to leave their own ways, or they don't want to leave their googly woogly ways, but they're justifying Sikhi to do some mad stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's not on, you get me? So for example, yeah, if someone's cutting their hair, you can't say you can be a true practicing Sikh and cut your hair, right? Because when you cut your hair, you're going against God's designs, because God designed your hair for a certain function. So when you cut your hair, your mind is somehow corrupted and it's a sin. You get me? The same thing, if someone has a sexual change, if God sent you as a man, you got to be a man. That's your destiny. If God sent you as a female, be a female. That's your destiny. If you have a sexual change, you're going against God's design, right? And if you're a man, you're made for woman. If you're a woman, you're made for a man. You get me, yeah? So whether you're bisexual or homosexual, you're going against God's design. And in common sense, when you're going against God's design, that is a sin. It's a corruption of the mind due to galjog and due to, you know, lust or certain desires, like a porn star, right? Out of lust and out of greed, they do porn and they indulge in sin. You get me? You can't justify it. Do you know what I mean? You can't say you can still be Sikh and be a porn star. Do you know what I mean? So let's get into it, yeah? So Sikhi teaches us the path of truthful living and righteousness. You get me? Truthful living is when you go according to God's hukum. So you go according to God's laws. God's created the laws of nature, you get me? And one of the laws of nature, if you look at Sikhi and if you look at By God After Javara, you'll understand that, you know, the laws of Sikhi is reproduction. A lot of the gurus got married and a lot of gurus had kids. You get me? And that's why God's given us certain organs, so we have that ability to reproduce, right? And so man has organs, woman has organs, and man is made for woman and woman's made for man. You get me? There's no saying that we used to say at school, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Do you know what I mean? So like, God has created everything in twos. Yeah, we have man, woman, night, day, life and death, summer, winter, war and peace, love and hate. So everything has the opposite, you know what I mean? So just based on this little knowledge, you can see straight away. You get me? Homosexuality is seen as a sin in Sikhi just the way, same way as cutting your hair is seen in Sikhi. You get me? But all these googly woogly Sikhs, they're making up their own version of Sikhi and, like, you know, they're confusing the masses. You know what I mean? You get me? Do what you want to do in your private life here. Just don't bring Sikhi into it. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the laws of nature, right? Even a magnet, north and north will repel. If you get a magnet and put the north pole to the north pole, it will repel. But south and north will attract. That's like man and woman. You get me? So even like God's giving us clues in the magnetic field. Nature works opposites. You know what I mean? Works in opposites. Even magnets, like and like repel. Do you know what I mean? So even a magnet knows what go on, yeah? So reproduction. In Sikhi, sex is only permitted for reproduction. Any other sexual activity is seen as lust. And lust is a sin. Lust is a no-go zone for a Sikh. You get me? Sex can only be legitimate for reproduction. Lesbians and gays can't reproduce. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So it's a corrupt desire, you get me? It's cause, you know, it's Maya, it's Galjuk taking over, do you know what I mean? Because the minds have become impure because they haven't recited God's name, do you know what I mean? So Maharaj is saying, right, he alone is a Sikh, a friend, a relative and a sibling who walks in the way of the Guru's will. One who walks according to his own will, your own mind, Maya, or signal destiny, suffers separation from the Lord and shall be punished. Without the true Guru, peace is never obtained. All siblings of destiny, again and again, he regrets and repents. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of Sikhs are arguing that a gay person is born as a gay and it's natural, and the Guru wouldn't mind it because it's natural. Alright? If you look at Sikhi, the 5 negative energies are natural. You get me? Lust, ego, anger, they're all natural, but the Guru does mind. The Guru says get rid of these energies. And homosexuality is just a form of lust. There ain't no doubt in this, man. It's common sense. Get me? So sexual desire, anger, greed, pride and envy are destroyed in the satsanga, the company of the holy. You know what I mean? If you do your path, do your simran, you'll be able to control these urges that you do have. Do you know what I mean? So also, if you look at when a baby's born, right, a female has a reproductive organ, a male has a reproductive organ. That means God designed them and sent them to earth so they reproduce. It's common sense, right? God doesn't send someone who becomes gay, right, because of the corruption of the mind, with a note saying this person is excused from the reproductive system. You get me? This person is okay, he's different from the rest of the design, he can be gay. Signed by God. It's just gibberish what they're chatting, you get me? If you look at the feelings of a rapist and paedophile, they're natural, they ain't programmed in by computers, they're natural urges. But it doesn't mean they're legitimate. If they're legitimate, then the justice system shouldn't press charges. Do you know what I mean? If they're, you know what I mean, if homosexuality is permitted, right, I'm not saying it's a crime, right? People can do what they want in their own life, yeah? But it's a natural urge of lust, yeah? So is rapist and so is paedophilia. Do you know what I mean? It's not programming in. So just because it's natural doesn't mean it's legit. Do you know what I mean? So Maharaj says, in the world, everyone acts according to the inclinations of the mind, right? There could be bad inclinations as well. But one who remembers and meditates on the Lord's name doesn't follow the inclinations of the mind. Instead, with the blessings of the Naam, the image of the Creator, and remains in a state free of fear. Do you know what I mean? So once someone does Naam, they don't follow the mind. They become like Waheguru, they become like the Creator. Do you know what I mean? And until we're not on that level, we're always going to be confused about a lot of things. But Maharaj just put it straight in writing. You know what I mean? Don't follow bad urges. If you have an urge to eat meat, don't follow it. If you have an urge to cut your hair, don't follow it. Do you know what I mean? Try jumping arm and become like Waheguru, what pure. You know what I mean? So the love of Maya is enticing. Without teeth, it's eating up the world. The self-willed manmuks are eating away. You get me? So those who ain't jumping arm, ain't jumping Barney, yeah? You get me? Maya's getting them. Maya's getting them so strong that when they do sin, they think it's right. While the Gurmukhs are safe, they focus their conscience on the true name. Without the name, the world wanders around insane. You get me? Insane. People having sex changes, being bisexual, having homosexuality. They want it's insanity because you're going against God's design. Do you know what I mean? Only an insane person would go against the way the Creator wanted him to live or her to live. So the Gurmukhs come to see this. You get me? I ain't gonna argue no more, man. You get me? There's only one way, Gurmukh or Manmut. You get me? I know which is Gurmukh, I know which is Manmut. You get me? And I'm trying to express that to the rest of the Sangha. The rest is up to you. You know what I mean? I can't force you to think in a certain way. Alright? So if you look at this wedding, right? Do you know what I mean? That blatant is wrong. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Singh. Guru Gobind Singh Ji will never do an Angaraj of 2 Singhs, man. If you think that, then you're living in some cuckoo land. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with your thinking then. You get me? If you're saying Guru Gobind Singh Ji would let some Singh marry another Singh. You get me? And this Singh, so-called Singh, has married a man that's not even practicing Sikhi, right? But he made him put on the star for the wedding. I don't understand this. There's even a gatra on that. I don't know what's going on here. If you want to be gay, but don't bring religion into it, because you're disrespecting the Guru's root. You get me? You're being disrespectful for religion, because Sikhi condemns homosexuality. Just because you want to be homosexual, don't change your whole religion. Study the religion and find out where I've gone. Do you know what I mean? So it's like if a boy gets his hair cut, we wouldn't read Barney in the barbers to bless the haircut. You get me? But Barney was red hair to bless anti-Gurmat wedding. The Guru doesn't agree with homosexuality. The Guru is saying live according to God's design. You know what I mean? That's why we don't cut our hair. Do you know what I mean? And like, you know, you got other KHALSA, so-called KHALSA members present at this wedding. You get me? Like, you know, if your kid wants to cut his hair, you wouldn't want to go to the barbers with him and see it, because it will hurt you, because it's anti-Gurmat. A Sikh shouldn't support anti-Gurmat causes. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, you know what I mean? I'm anti-nuclear. We shouldn't have nukes. Yeah? So I wouldn't sit with a president and design a nuke. You know what I'm saying? That's how foolish the world is becoming. You get me? So here you have Jazzy and Jim at the honeymoon. I'm not taking the mic, that's their real names, by the way, yeah? But Jazzy's let his hair down there, right? So why couldn't he just have a normal gay wedding without Sikhi loophole, without Sikhi involved in there? You know what I mean? Because you cannot be Sikh and be gay. You can't. You get me? It's like saying, I'm a practicing Sikh, but I can drink Budweiser. I'm a practicing Sikh, but I can eat meat. You get me? It don't happen, man. You're only a true Sikh when you follow proper Gurmat. You get me? Alright? So if you look at the conclusions, like I said, Sikh is not a homophobic religion, right? Anyone can do what they want. So homosexuality is not seen as a crime, yeah? But the Sikh religion does not approve of homosexuality. You cannot be a practicing Sikh if you're involved in a homosexual relationship, or if you're transsexual, or if you're bisexual, whatever you're doing. You get me, yeah? Unless you're not, if you're a man, be a man and reproduce with a woman. If you're a woman, be a woman and reproduce with a man. That's the way God designed it, right? A Sikh prays to God and lives a family life and raises children, just like our gurus did. If you don't like that, choose another religion. You get me? Or don't be a religion. Alright? Sikhs have gone crazy after arguing about Sikhi and gay with this man. You get me? You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, like, you know, ours is, you get me? We done a talk, right? Singhrow done a talk, right, at Dulwich, yeah? Okay? And we done this same talk, right? And I don't know, I must have touched some nerves, you get me? So after the talk, yeah, we're on our way out, yeah, and a couple boys, like, one's AMRITSAR, he goes, brother, don't agree with views. I go, if you don't agree with my views, don't agree with my views, yeah. And he goes to me, I think, you know, you're making Sikhi look bad. I go, bruv, I said live and let live. Homosexuality is not seen as a crime, but it's seen as a sin. Alright? And he goes, you should apologize. So I had one of my youngers with me, you get me, 15-year-old lad, you know what I mean? You get me, yeah? And it's just me and him when next man's ends, right? So the keys, I go, bruv, yeah, you've got your view, yeah, which of not view of Sikhi, but you got your view on what you think is Gurmat. I've got my view on what I think is Gurmat, you get me? And I've just bashed out any argument you've had with common sense, you know what I mean? And like, you can't take it now, so you're coming, you're hyping up on man, right? The geezer pushes me, right? You know what I mean? Now, it's Singhrow Productions, man. It's called Singhrow for a reason, man. You ain't gonna have googly woogly Sikhs going under the name of Singhrow Productions. You know what I mean? I'm not being big-headed or nothing, but my younger boxed him, 2 in his mouth, laid him out. Man had to get stretchered out. You know what I mean? If you put your hands on any member of Singhrow, you will get stretchered out. Standard. You get me? It's not no ego thing. You know what I mean? Man's not here to do harm to nobody, yeah? We're just here to educate people on what we think is Gurmat. Yeah? Have a verbal argument with us or whatever, but don't put your hands on man. You know what I mean, yeah? So he got stretchered out. You get me? That's how mad people are gone. They're willing to fight for anti-Gurmat things with another Singh brother. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, 2 weeks later, I'm getting shifted. I'm getting arrested, right? Right? So he started the war. He started the fight. Gets banged out. Gets stretchered out. Yeah, because when he got banged out, we just ducked out. Yeah, so 2 weeks later, somehow 5-0 found me because of snitches, right? Right? And the 5-0 expect me to snitch up my younger who boxed him. You get me? I've been stabbed, whatever, yeah, I've been put in comas, been shot, right? And I've known who's done it, and I ain't even snitched on them, because I'm a DIY man, do it yourself, right? And they expect I'm gonna snitch. So he tried to get another thing locked up, right? Just cause he thought homosexuality is Gurmat. That's how crazy the world's gone, man. Get me? I mean, if you wanna be gay, but don't bring Sikhi into it, man. Do you know what I mean? It's got Sikhi's against being gay. Doesn't hate gays, cause Sikhi's got love for everybody. You're right, but it's seen as a sin. Get me? Sikhi doesn't hate people that cut their hair, but it's seen as a sin. You get me? Why would you call Why would you